Hi there everyone, just a little video to show you MX Linux running on a 2011 MacBook Air i5, Intel i5 processor, but with only 4 gig of RAM, which does limit some processes. This is a rendering on a video editing program I use called OpenShot. What that does, it tends to work the processor to its limit, which increases the temperature, and the fan speed goes up. In fact, it goes up as high as it can at 6,500, but it does keep the processor cool, and I don't seem to be having any problems. So quick look round. I've got this set up more or less as it comes out of the box. You've got down here your taskbar. These are programs I've pinned to the taskbar, just like any other launch bar on Mac OS or Windows. Start menu, as you call it in Windows, is that I've put it here. I think it's in a different position when you start up. I've got my favourites set up here that I recently used. That's handy if it's not in your favourites and you think, oh, I want to use that again, it's there. All programs, that's all the programs you've got loaded on in your Linux system. But I find it easier if you know what you're looking for. You've got accessories, development, games, multimedia, MX tools. That's a set of tools for doing various things. I've got a shortcut down here. Just quickly show you that. While I'm here, this is this one here called Snapshot. That's a really handy tool. What that does, it takes what it says in the box. It takes a snapshot of your whole system and produces an ISO as if it was just an ISO disk, or in this case it saves it to a USB. But the beauty of that, once you've created that, you've also got live USB maker. Now from here, if you have a suitable USB plugged in, you can create a bootable USB with the ISO that you've just created using Snapshot. Now why would you do that? Right, well the thing is, I've on occasion, because I've been playing with Linux and I've done something silly, and I couldn't figure out how to get things back. Well, this acts as a rescue. So once you've created your bootable USB stick, you can then use that on the Mac. When you press start and then the function key, you can choose where to start from. You start from your USB, and it runs from the USB as if you were trying Linux out for the first time, and then from there you can install it and you get back to where you were before you did something silly. So that's got me out of a sticky wicket once or twice. In here you've got other things. You can repair your grub or your starter menu. You can do different things with that starter menu to make it look differently. You've got this one here, Tweak. That's for making desktop adjustments to the way it looks, etc. panels. You've got your package installer or your apps installer or whatever you want to call them there. And so yeah, you've got all the sort of setting tools and things you can work with in a one-handed place. What else can I show you? You've got your volume, internet. The paperclip is your clipboard for when you copy and pasting stuff. It'll be in there. There may be a history. Fusion icon, well, that's just something I use. That's part of my dressing up of the desktop. With Linux, you can have more than one desktop. This PC that you're working on, and I've got 4, but I only ever use one. This is part of a compiz program, addressing program. You can see the desktops there, or they're in linear. Now what you can do, if you want, you can move a program into a different desktop, so you could then go back here and do some work on there, think, oh, I need to go back there, and you can, you can move around, so it's quite handy for doing that. You've got your file browser, like any other, that's there. Yeah, so it's just like Mac OS, but it takes very little space on your hard drive, which is why I'm able to run it on this old MacBook Air. And you can just about get anything you want to work with. If you want to work Office, I'm using LibreOffice, so that's my word processing piece. There's Excel and all the gubbins you get with Microsoft 365, but that's enough for me. And yeah, so that was just a very quick overview of MX Linux, and I hope you found it useful. Thank you.